smarter than you can ever imagine. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome, no problem that you cannot solve, and no goal that you cannot achieve by applying your mind to your situation.
Go on and
screens, y'all know what the fuck day it is.
It must be Monday.
It's got to be Monday.
Real talk.
Real talk. Uncensored. Well, we got Funny Joey in the building, y'all. We got Funny Joey in the fucking building. What up, Funny Joey? What's happening, bro? Yo. Look. What up, though?
Pull your mic closer, please.
My bad. Y'all just made my dream come true. So it's something that I always wanted to do on internet radio.
Yo, man, go ahead, bring your mic closer, man. Pull your mic closer till you make yourself comfortable. Okay. You know what I mean? Don't hold it like a dick, though. Don't hold it like a dick.
You can. I don't mind.
Look, really?
This dick! All right, y'all ready? I always wanted to do this.
What's up, man?
It's right there.
Man,
in front of you. All right.
Let me turn this down. Let me turn this down because you see I ain't got my tablet today. I'm just winging it. I was out and about. Kiki over there sweating, her little nose is beating up.
I had to run outside.
She got an exit.
And the libations. It's
there you go.
That's when the kick in. So the sweat will go away. Don't worry.
All right, y'all. Man, it's Monday. Yo, how about them? So preseason started. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Preseason started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It really.
You want to clear it though?
That's why she got that fucking black and yellow on.
I think somebody over there was clearing their throat a little bit. You know what I mean? I know what it is. I'm surrounded. Come on. So it was a preseason game. It was the first preseason game. How y'all feeling after your preseason game?
I'm gonna let my guests start that off.
Okay. How you feeling about your?
Did you watch the game?
Preseason game.
Yeah, Claypool. That was a push off. That was a goddamn push off. It's preseason.
And Daz caught it.
Oh.
Yes, he did.
Don't do that. Do not do that. That's sensitive.
Because he did catch it.
That's sensitive like your quarterback's elbows right now.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh damn! All right, well, no, we talking about football. They talking about private parts. Wait a minute, what the hell going
you gotta
on
talk about private parts.
All right.
Y'all talk about football, but I gotta do what I need to do.
Okay, come on.
Ready?
Floor is yours.
All right. I knew I was gonna get on internet radio. This is what I always wanted to do. How, Sway? How? You ain't got the answers. How, Sway?
Yo, this is just an idea of how this show is going to go down today. Oh, how did it feel to get that off? Look. All right, y'all.
Did it feel as good as you thought it was gonna feel?
Unfortunately, y'all, we tried to get Aaron Green in the building, but we couldn't get Aaron Green. He has a funeral that he had to attend to.
Our serious condolences from the show.
Yeah, man. So we'll get up with Aaron Green another time. We could do this again, though.
No, we're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to. Oh my God. It's football season, y'all. That's all I'm saying. It's preseason right now, so I ain't gonna talk no smack. I really have nothing to say because it's just preseason. We're trying to trim the fat and see what's going on. Talk to me next month. Look, white man, how do you feel about? It's preseason. He's gonna agree with me. It's preseason.
Okay.
You know what I mean? White man, hold on. He's coming. White man, how you feel?
I like when they come. Okay. Come on.
Really?
Oh, you do?
Really? I bet you do.
I love it.
It's preseason.
Thank you.
This mainly what I saw since they get 4 games instead of the 3 like everyone else. This pretty much shows how their depth is, and it don't look good on either side.
Say that again, because no one can hear you, especially in satellite parking.
Yeah, it's all that satellite. Yeah, the way I see it is on both sides, it's all about depth, and the Steelers are praying that Roethlisberger stays healthy all season. And
why not?
Oh, that was confident. Hold on. She was like, I ain't.
Because are you planning to let him go?
Well, who y'all were gonna place? Who you gonna place him with?
Listen, I'm okay with a rebuilding season and let us develop players like we do.
Yeah,
we don't.
Yeah, all those tight ends.
What the fuck? Wait a minute.
Tell him, Funny Joy. Tell him don't say that no more.
Woo!
But Dallas, here's the thing. Dallas, they're trying to rely on Dak and Elliott. That's problematic. Like I said,
yeah.
What I saw, it's all about you're trying to build up depth, and on both sides, I don't see it.
We are the NFC least. We are the NFC least.
Well, do y'all have a name yet?
No. We don't know who the fuck we are.
Is it in delegation?
We're still Washington football team.
Here's the sad part. Edmonton changed their name this season. Cleveland's going to change. Cleveland Indians are changing their name next season. You guys are waiting for probably now 3 years since you officially dropped the Redskin part, which I don't understand. It'll be three seasons by the time you guys get a new name.
And that's crazy. Yeah. But apparently, a lot of the names that they choose, this one guy chosen. This one guy went and copyrighted all of them, and it's a money thing. But right now, we just might as well we're just a football team.
Well, we've been calling y'all foreskins and bucketheads and all that shit for years, so it just might as well.
It stays the same. Stays the same.
Be that.
It matters how the player is on the field. That's all.
But can we just welcome all of the Hall of Famers, though? That was dope.
That was hot.
That was dope.
Yes, that was hot. We're going to give them a round of applause.
The original escape from
Yes. Yeah, about time.
Yeah, man.
How'd you feel about that?
Did y'all see how they did Peyton, though? Did you see Peyton's statue? Did you see his
That was
forehead?
accurate. That was accurate as shit.
Nah, that nigga
was accurate. That's how I see him.
Really, though? But
That's
the nigga
exactly how I
his
see
forehead
him.
was like that big.
That's
I
how
was
I
like, what
see
the
him.
fuck, yo?
When I look at him in his forehead, it is a space that wide.
Oh, damn, no,
what
bro.
they say, what is the name of that card they call it? I had one back in the day, too. what you call it? What you call a windshield? The biggest windshield they had on the car was a
Bug?
No, I mean, what car did you have? Your first car. It wasn't a Chevy Contour. No, not Eclipse. No, Eclipse, not Eclipse. Anyway, it looked like that windshield. This car was big and the windshield was huge.
So you're trying to say it was as big as his head?
Yeah, he had a windshield.
Damn, man, that's fucked up. But yeah, pause because
I know I'm immature.
You are immature. So can you be immature with this? Can you be mature with regard to the whole?
Somebody just said Will Sav was like, Washington football team has never lost to Dallas. Y'all beat the Redskins. You didn't beat the Washington football team.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. I see what you did there.
I see what he did there, and I like that. I like your Will. I see what you did there. Shout out to you, brother. I like that.
And if that's your claim to fame, hold on to it.
Hey.
Hold on to it.
Hey, you know what I mean? But you know what? It's all right. You know, we got football season again. It's that time of year, y'all. So y'all know when it's coming. It's football season. It's going down.
I just want to slide in here before.
Damn! Look at his head, though, man. Man, why he look angry too? And look at the joint. He look angry like, why y'all do my forehead like this for?
I want to tell y'all
like,
that somebody exaggerated the fuck out that joint. I got one. There was an exaggerated one that's out, right? And look, I was like, oh my god, it looks just like him. It was probably like 3 or 4 inches.
Nigga, but they're still the same. No, they got the nigga looking angry though.
Remember the cone heads in the 90s?
Damn, man. He like, but his joint was just like a block, like.
Man, can you put the fan on, bruh? Because it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
It'd be a wet T-shirt contest in here if it keep going that way.
When I shower and I do everything in 1 hour and I run and do all that, I am hot for like 20 minutes.
I thought I was the only way like that because I get to sweating like that, man.
No, I did that, and I just got out of the shower. Literally.
Temperature. It's the temperature change with your body.
Yeah, there you go. I love it.
All right,
I love it.
we got Joey in the building.
We do, but can we get our esteemed colleague, our guest? What was your opinion on the Dipset / Locks?
Oh, we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about that.
Did you watch it first of all?
I'm a clown, right? So I was team Dipset all day.
Was you?
Are you kidding? Come on, man.
Had my pink fur coat on and my Timbs.
Did you come to DC and get robbed?
Dipset.
Was you?
But yo, Styles P really didn't do nothing, so you can't say it was the Locks. It was nothing but
it was one man show.
No, Styles P.
The murderer.
High.
Yo, so
I get high.
nah, that's all he could give you. No.
The whole freestyle, the whole
everything
instrumental. You rap. That's how I need to be. It's your music.
So here's the thing. Let's just get this straight.
Did you send him a text message?
Jada came back.
Did you text message the Dipset and tell him this ain't how the fuck it's supposed to be? This is New York.
Yo, man, why your man Jim Jones was like, I didn't fall off the stage. I dived off that shit. Nah, nigga, you stepped and fell the fuck off that shit and bust your stupid ass. You know what I mean? Who is Jim Jones anyway? He looks like your dirty old uncle.
I like Jim Jones.
Niggas was roasting him.
Yo, did you see my post when they were saying that Jewel's new teeth don't know these old songs?
Yo, that shit killed me. And the face he had was like, nigga.
I like Jewel's. And for real, he just grew on me. I'm glad he came out with the bandana that they knocked off. I'm glad he came out with that.
Yo, did you see the fucking? They had the bandana on a curb with a candle around it. It was like rest in peace, nigga. That shit.
Did they?
Yeah,
I didn't get that
post like that. So here's my thing. I've never been a Dipset fan, ever.
And you from New York?
Ever been a Dipset fan. I never liked Cam. They're just not my style. If you ask me, they are part of the reasons why the game started getting fucked up. Because before Dipset, niggas had a little swag with them. And here comes your boy Cam with the fucking pink ass fucking
Lamborghini, the fur.
Everything was pink, tight jeans hanging off their ass. You are the reason, and it started to snowball after that, and it started to follow.
You know what?
It's the Dipset fault.
Here's my uneducated opinion, right? I am a hip hop. I listen to all music, right? I believe that Dipset had the better tracks. I always fucked with all of their tracks. All of them. I fucked with their tracks hard body. Some of they. Nope. And who was the dude in the gray sweatpants?
Nope.
Who was that?
Nope.
Freaky Dicky? Who the fuck is Freaky Zeke? Who the fuck is he?
He's part of the Dipset, I guess.
Hype man.
He's the worst hype man ever. And for real, I'm going to give him a call me Freaky. Got something for you.
Nah, you were
First
nasty.
of all-
You only want him to call you because you saw him in gray sweatpants. running around the thing. Was you looking at the thing
I'll
on
read
his
his ass
way?
about and nothing was there, and I'll read his ass about that.
Oh damn!
That's why I said call me. Like you disrespected that night and your gray sweatpants. You shouldn't have done it.
So I have a caveat for that whole situation.
Come on.
Let's hear it.
So did you see the ending when they was like, and the goat said it's only entertainment. When Jay-Z says only entertainment, you say, hey, nah, this was just entertainment.
entertainment.
Yeah,
Nah,
they knew
they
them
tried
hood
it.
dudes was there.
They tried it.
Yo, because they
look, they
He
thought
apologized at the end. Y'all saw
it
that?
was
got
getting
full. Look.
it was getting serious. It was getting
my man's
serious,
gonna get your man's. Don't even worry about it.
bruh. You know what I mean?
we had a
The
good
way them
time.
niggas was talking to each other on the stage was real greasy. You got your mans in the crowd and you talking to these niggas greasy like that. You're taking it some type of
You
way.
saw Jada? Nah, we just here to have a good time.
No, they don't want no
Sound like
smoke.
Michael Jackson.
They don't
They
want no
don't
smoke.
want that smoke.
They don't want no smoke.
'Cause it was
I mean,
smoke in
you
the city.
can't do that. I mean, if it got popping like that, then you gonna fuck up everything moving forward. You know what I mean? I think that was an epic versus. I think Jadakiss single-handedly destroyed them all, like I thought he would. He had to redeem himself.
Yeah.
He had to redeem himself because his first verses he was drunk. He was fucked up. He wasn't on top of his game.
He got married, so he's
Yeah, so he had to
He's
come back
grounded
now.
now.
Now he was on his game. You know what I mean? And so for all of you phony ass Jada fans, let's get this straight. For all you phony ass Jada fans that all of a sudden now he's in your top 5, I know who the fuck you are. I will fucking scroll back and bring up lists that you
Well,
posted.
no.
There's some fucking people. We've talked about that shit.
Yeah, my top 5 is like Kanye, Drake.
come on. Look at
I'm gonna stop messing with y'all. Look. So
no, Drake can be in your top 5. Fuck you mean?
No.
He got Ghost Riders. Okay, go ahead. I mean,
Rod Kim.
Come on.
He be in
okay,
everybody's
I
top
get that.
Drake,
five. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's not my number 1 though. He think he the number 1 of all time. He's not to me.
Hold on. That liquor kicking. Hold on. I had
Top
Push
five?
off. I'll push off.
Top
I'll push
five?
off.
No,
Go ahead.
Look,
let me look
go
it
My
up real
top
quick.
5. Scarface. Fuck you mean.
Look, see you my bitch.
Oh, you want this
my
bill?
bitch.
Okay.
I'll break this
Got me.
motherfucker.
Scarface. Fuck you mean.
That's mine.
Drake. Fuck you mean.
Okay.
Jay-Z. Fuck you mean. Definitely Rakim, and I'm gonna go all the way back. KRS-One. You cannot.
I gotta
and you know
respect
what?
that.
Even though his shit ain't as deep and he don't have all the metaphors
The
and all
original
that, he
blueprint.
was the original. Yes.
The original
Okay,
blueprint.
Absolutely. So you go with your top 5.
Scarface is always my number 1. That's my dude. That's
You gotta
just
say
what
fuck
the
you
fuck
mean.
it is. Fuck you. I'm not gonna tell you fuck you mean, but nigga, y'all know what the fuck I
Scarface.
mean. Scarface is my number 1. My number 2 would be Nas, Nasty Nas. You know what I mean? My number 3. I'd have to put KRS in there.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I mean? Lyrically, he's versatile. And I think he can still be relevant, but he chooses not to. Let the young niggas have it.
He just want to
You know
chill.
what I mean? Of course, number 4 would definitely be Jadakiss. Just without a question, Kiss is in there.
And then-
You know what I mean? At number 5,
Are you tripping? What's taking you so long?
I'm not answering because if you think I'm gonna say who the fucking name you think I'm gonna say,
I think so.
I don't. He shouldn't. He's not in my top 5.
You all the way from Virginia.
He's
you
not.
straight
No, I'm
from
not.
Stafford.
No, I'm not.
You gotta
no,
be
I'm
from
not.
Stafford.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because
Biggie, you ain't say Biggie. You ain't say, bro. You from Stafford?
lyrics. Whoa. Top 5.
We only had 3 albums.
Top 5. Hold on, pause. Top 5. Biggie can't be in my top 5. Biggie's in my top 10.
No, New Yorkers.
We'll put Biggie in the top. We'll put Biggie in the top.
Jay-Z.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at around number
Take your
5.
time. I shouldn't be pushy.
Number 5. Y'all gonna hate me for this one. Tupac.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I was rushed.
You know what I mean? Now, if we go top 10, we can really get interested.
Well, because I had 2 kids by Tupac, I really couldn't put him in there because that would be biased.
Oh, everybody.
Yes, it would be biased. I
Okay.
had 2 kids by him.
You know what I mean? That's what you said. You got to separate. Lyric said you got to separate real lyricists from MCs. There is a difference, and
Yeah,
she's 100% correct about
say that
that.
again.
She is 100%
Nobody
correct
said the
about that.
baby.
Huh?
Nobody said the baby.
No.
Nobody.
Somebody had a baby.
Hold on.
Somebody had a baby.
I said no one said the baby.
Yo, hold on.
Okay.
So we talking about the baby, the little dude.
The baby. Yeah. With the teeth and the.
The one that
got
they roasting right now because I want.
No. The baby?
Yeah, you can put your mic up.
My bad, my bad.
Look, they do this. They bring it closer. Don't be
Nah,
scared.
I gotta do it
No
off to the
judgment zone.
You gotta do it. Just grab it from the basis line. Don't grab it like because she was 2 hands in that motherfucker. And I'm like,
I'm
yeah, that's
like
not
this.
a good look.
I
I'm
grab
talking
it
out
from
the
the
side of
base
my mouth
too.
right
Yeah,
now.
look. So all right, so
Let him.
go ahead.
So I get them confused. So the baby that is under ridicule right now, nah.
Yes. No.
Nah.
Oh, the baby.
The baby.
Yes.
Lyrically, listen to his stuff. I know he a young dude. Listen to his stuff.
I listen to young dudes.
If I had to go lyrically for younger guys, this new generation, you can't. I definitely J. Cole and Kendrick. Those will be number one.
They old heads right now. They're not even youngins no more. So you can't move them into the youngin' realm. Am I wrong, Joey? You can't move them into the youngin' realm.
But these
They
older heads,
now.
hold on.
yeah.
Yeah, but these old heads are outdoing these young niggas.
All the young
Because the
niggas.
new young music is trash now. Let's just be realistic. It is what it is. But I get it. I'm not knocking y'all because I like what I like. Y'all like what you like. But I'm just saying that lyrically, an old head will destroy y'all young heads.
I want you to know how you can differentiate between who's an old head and a young head.
I need you to help me understand that because I
Anything Lil,
2000
anything
and before.
duh,
2000
DA,
and before.
anything duh, like duh baby, duh this, Lil, all of them is young.
Wayne ain't young.
Weezy young.
Weezy, did you see Weezy? Weezy look like
he
death.
changed his name too. It's not even Lil Wayne no more.
It can't be Lil Wayne.
So we got like Lil Yachty still young.
Did you say that?
He coming out with Lil for real. Y'all sleep on Lil Yachty, producer wise, and like he's the Ghost Rider. He got a lot of shit
Why
happening.
ain't nobody talking about Lucas Joyner?
Okay, well,
That's
put him
real.
up.
That's real hip hop.
Okay.
That Lucas Joyner cat.
What?
Golly.
Come on, white man.
Oh, yo, and furthermore, like Lyric said, you know what I mean? Shout out to Lyric. Shout out to them
Lyric.
Game 7 riders. Hey, look, Weezy, he's not young. He looks bad.
That's because of the
He's a mumble mouth now.
The recreation. No, he still can give you some fire now. Don't play with him.
He's a mumble
He
mouth
still
now.
can give you some fire. His dreads
I've
might
yet to
be
see it.
a
I've yet
lot
to see
of
it.
different limbs.
So in the verses,
and
who would you
missing.
put him against? Who would you put him against in the verses?
Wayne?
Anybody.
Who you got to pick somebody to put him
Okay.
against. You got to pick somebody that's going to be a valid. It's going to be a valid, and it's not going to be a massacre.
I'll put him against Kendrick.
Nah.
He gets.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, so
You
now,
talk-
so
because what
hold
you
on.
just said
Are we
was
talking
very
about the
valid.
verses like we just experienced?
Yeah,
verses that we just
or
experienced
straight
lyrically,
battle.
or verses
Well,
like
Kendrick don't
hit
have
for
enough
hit?
albums. You know, he
Hit for
got
hit. Now-
underground shit. Like I got all his
Okay, so
underground
now-
mixtape
now-
shit.
okay, I got
Now, if
that.
we going, okay.
So
sorry.
that's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
Just because that's what I had to explain to some of these niggas about fucking this Jadakiss joint. You know what I mean? I had to explain to one dude and was like, "Look, bro, just because you didn't hear him on mainstream radio doesn't mean that he wasn't putting out bangers. You know what I mean? In the hood, it's mixtapes in the hood. You know what I mean? And when you got that street fire that's not put on the radio, does not mean they got hits. They got hits,
I never understood that.
bruh.
I never understood. No, I never understood that.
You can go mainstream, but you control that what you can say and what you can do on mainstream.
What don't you
Versus
understand?
on the underground, you can do. You can go as you fucking please and really give the streets some fire. You know what I mean? And that was the difference because hold on, Cam never really gave you that. Cam was one of them flashy niggas. He knew how to play. He knew how to play this shit to be mainstream. But underground wise. Nah, Slim, that's not even a place. That's not even a place that none of them dipstep niggas wanted to play in. None of them niggas wanted to go in that area. They didn't have what it takes to be underground. Now, was they mainstream? Yes, they were good mainstream and put on a good show like for Jay-Z and them. But underground niggas like hold on, like Jadakiss and them, yo, them niggas is, the streets love them. The streets love them, and this dude is Jadakiss is about as old as we are, and this nigga still has bars on top of bars on top of bars. And yo, you could bring the baby to him, and he is gonna spank that baby's ass and send him to bed. That's what I said.
I got you.
I said it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Thank you,
so,
Nia.
So
Nia-
the question that I had at that time was, do you think that if, and I'm gonna ask you this, funny Joey and white man, do you think that if if Dipset had prepared and left the flare at home, and practice, they could have really gave him some go.
No, they didn't even have a chance. And it wasn't about practicing, Kiki. It wasn't about practicing or getting your shit together. They didn't have a chance. Y'all were basing it off of the little hits that you heard in the 2000s.
Yeah, the era. They
that
definitely
era.
era.
And you was basing it off of that, and it was like, oh, they got hits for days.
Jada switched it up.
Jada came
They
with
wasn't
on a
prepared for
mission.
that.
He came with a mission. He came with a mission to annihilate y'all, and he did just that. And at that point, it showed that Dipset didn't have. It should have been right off the top of the dome like Jada was, and they didn't have it. And it just goes to show that them niggas are not off the top of the dome of fucking MCs. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You don't practice. You go to a versus. You bring your A game. Prime example. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you going to practice. This is what you do. You know what I mean? How many hip hop or MCs you know? You know what I mean? Oh, she's sipping. She's
bro, I had way more. This right here.
No, go.
Look, so MCs. Oh, damn.
Tone. He
Look, he doesn't know you, but okay. But a lot of MCs, if this is what you're doing, you spit bars. What do you need to practice for? You should have that fucking fire on deck. As soon as it go down, fire on deck. Okay, we got to get some chairs because the rest of our people is here.
It's her seat right
It's
here.
her seat right there. We'll put you over there. We're going to get yourself comfortable. Come on
Make
over.
yourself comfortable. Drop your
Where the
bag.
hell is London at?
London is in traffic. I'm not a yeller.
So
All right, we're gonna get this-
while
we're gonna get this
we
straight
waiting,
Tone, you want to come here and put her there?
It doesn't matter. She can go in the middle. Whatever's comfortable for her. She
no
go
matter
there, it's fine.
the genre,
Come on, baby.
no matter the genre, what's your next? What is the 3 verses you want to see? Rock, R&B, rap.
At this stage, they're not gonna do anything else for like this. You know what I mean? Whatever. So they're not gonna go. You're not gonna see rock. Okay, as much as you want to see, you're not going to see rock. Now R&B, is R&B possible? R&B is who do we really want to see in R&B?
Dave Hollister.
Against. Come on, that's a murder.
Kelly is not coming nowhere.
That is a mass murderer because nobody is going to fuck with New Edition. Nobody. I don't care who can you match up against New Edition. White man, I see him thinking his wheels is thinking, his wheels is turning. Come on, white man.
My sister will love to see this. She would like to see New Edition go against New Kids on the Block.
No.
That. Hey.
If the Black Street would make more sense, if that would have made more sense, but that's not impossible. It's not an impossible. It's just not a great one. Not a great move.
What know me?
I think it's
New
murder.
Edition against who?
Ooh, murder, he said.
I will show up and murder New Kids on the Block.
Really?
Yeah. She said she would show up and murder
They
them.
did have the catalog and they did have the fame at that time.
And they had the manager. There's history between the two because there's actual history. Yeah.
Yo.
So who sucked whose dick? That's what I want to know.
So here's the thing, because so Lyric said she'd like to see Tank versus Tyrese.
Fuck no.
I don't know about that.
Fuck no.
Well, they were in a group together. So
They were. No. Jamie Foxx got way more range. He don't have the
No,
music.
I said Tank versus Tyrese.
Tyrese got the Tank could eat Tyrese up. And Tyrese is a Capricorn.
You mean hit for hit, or you mean lyrically?
See, now you have
Right.
to specify this now.
Because
I gotta
hit for
separate.
hit, there's not a conversation
For Tank.
or Tyrese.
It's Tank. It's Tank.
Hit for hit, it's Tank.
yes, it's Tank. It is Tank. It is Tank. It is Tank.
Hit for hit.
Tyrese plateaued. Tyrese plateaued once he started doing a movie. He plateaued. Tank kept going.
No, ma'am. And no, sir.
Hit for hit.
Hit for hit.
Yes, ma'am.
Tyrese or Tank.
It will be.
Tell me 5 Tank songs.
I can.
That's her show.
That's my guy.
Come on, so DJ, ask you a question.
His whole album.
Wait,
His whole album.
I heard you. Can you ask her the question again?
Tell me 5 Tank songs.
His whole album.
Can you at least name me one? Name me 2.
Emergency.
What's up?
That's not, no.
You talking about like hits? You talking
Hits.
Yeah.
Okay, hits. Okay.
Shit
All right,
that
let her.
charted.
That's her
Shit
show.
that charted. She said things that charted.
Yes.
I got you. If we
That's
go
what
on
I'm saying.
that
We
a
got
versus?
to talk
That's a
about
versus?
We're not even
Yes.
doing Cali. Don't even say that man around me.
So that's what we're doing.
She
We're talking
said
about
no.
things that
We not-
charted. We're talking about things that charted for the verses.
That's why I asked her if we doing Tank or Tyrese. You need to specify.
Okay, I got one. I got one better for you.
Talking about lyrics, thank you, baby.
I got one better for you.
Talking about range, lyrics, production value, hits.
I got one better for you.
Billboard chart. What are we?
I got one. Hold on. J Blood hit something out the park right now, and she said, Usher versus who?
Teeny bit.
Everybody.
Usher.
So everybody keeps saying this Usher versus Chris Brown. Have y'all heard that?
I've heard that.
How do you feel about that?
I don't like it.
No way.
Why?
Chris Brown versus R. Kelly.
No. Stop it. Wait.
Why does he keep going back?
Cut
Why
his
do we keep
drinking
going back
down.
to this man?
White people still love Elvis. You better get out of here, girl.
Listen, I'm not white.
No good.
So I can't speak. I'm not white. I can't speak nothing on no white
Go
people.
ahead. Splash me up, bro. Splash me
That's the
up.
only person
Okay.
that can go against R.
All right,
Kelly.
okay.
Babyface.
And that's fair. We've had that.
Who do you take though? Who do you take gets the W?
Babyface.
I'll take Babyface.
R. Kelly.
Because if we're talking about the body of work and the hits, like everything, the body of work and the hits and hits, that's Babyface hasn't beat. Babyface has a larger catalog and hasn't beat. Now it's Kales though. It's Kales. Like nigga, Kales. The streets love Kales. That's just what it is.
I think she's right though.
If you look at the body,
I struggle with this one because I can't separate the man from the child rape. So I struggle with this whole topic.
So you can't separate the man from the music, the rape from the music.
Child rape, I struggle.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, for the sake of this conversation, body of work.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this, I really do. Kel's body of work is fucking stupid.
It's retarded. It's retarded.
So are we talking about his body
Now,
of
with
work
Babyface, are
or
you
writing,
including production?
production and
Are
everything
you
like
including
that? Yes.
No, but
No,
if
she's
you-
more- listen
if
to
you're
her.
including production, there isn't a conversation. It is Babyface.
It's
Babyface.
She's right. If you're including production, what are we talking about?
Because that's what
That man- come
people
on.
are bringing that up on the verses now. They're bringing up songs that they did on the verses,
Yeah.
or production wise, and
Because then you get in an argument, like you're talking about production. Then you could do a Dream versus like a Neo.
You can.
You know what I'm saying? If you go that route,
Yeah.
if we're including full body
yes,
of work,
full body
then
of
you
work.
could do a Neo, a Dream.
Because
Cats,
people will shit on a Dream and say no
Like the
until
Dream
you
ain't made hits
like
that y'all
he
been
ain't
rocking
make
with
hits.
for 20 years.
Facts.
His name the one against Bow Wow.
Romeo?
No, not
Nah, they
Romeo.
did,
Soldier Boy.
Production only came up because Soulja Boy only had 4 songs.
It had to come up, and it had to come up
It had to.
because Bow Wow was eating his ass up.
Bow Wow
Yeah.
had a lot of number 1.
He was. I hear he was 4. For those who don't understand what's going on here, this is Spence, our guest.
that's our guest right there.
hello,
We got
hello,
guests in the
hello.
building.
Thank you
Yo,
for
y'all
having
can
me.
be a guest in the building. Just
You can
act
be
the
a
fuck
guest.
right.
That's right.
Act the fuck right.
And we don't know if that's the case. What is he doing here?
Look, he begged to leave. He was begging to be on the show. All right.
Spence, this is Tone.
I'm Tone.
This is Funny Joey right here.
That's just Joey. All right,
So,
let's get to some
let's
nitty
get
gritty.
to the-
Because
it's 6
London,
o'clock.
I got a bone to pick with you, London. I'm sorry you were traffic
she in
moving. I'm
traffic?
bone to pick
Yeah.
with you,
Parkway's
bone.
terrible.
No,
Parkway, I
I-
just came from
it's
DC.
fucking-
I just came from DC.
It's fucked
The
up.
Parkway- He got the Cowboys.
She did, but she. Oh, he's a
Yeah, that's what
cowboy.
we dealing with. That's what we're dealing
I
with.
just noticed that shit.
That's what we're dealing with, yo.
I do, you know,
I
mean,
liked him at first too. I did. And he had a vibe when I first said that. So I like that.
and then he fucked you up with that shit. I got you. It's all right.
So
That's
look.
crazy.
All right.
Oh my! Let me ask you this:
So-
where in Dallas were you born?
No, I stayed in El Paso.
Oh, okay, I copy. When you were a child, or you came up there?
I was born on Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay, I
That
copy.
a Detroit line.
Okay, I copy.
No, me too.
You hear me?
So what, so what you're saying is you were not from Dallas. You don't have family from Dallas. You chose to be a Cowboys
I
fan
like her.
to like go against the Skins fans that are in DC.
No, I'm Texas. It's more Redskin fans in Texas than.
That is true. You were right.
And there's more Redskins, there's more Dallas fans in DC.
He is right about that though. He is.
FedEx Field is a shitty field. It's the shittiest field that I've been to.
It is.
How's,
It is.
Y'all is A&T Bank down in Arlington?
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, but that's the name of y'all field.
What, the practice field?
Oh, let me sit back. No.
Jerry Jones' field in
AT&T.
Arlington, Texas.
AT&T.
No, your words
It
went.
did blur. It did blend. You
I didn't say you said
said
AT&T.
anti-bank.
Yeah, I
What's the
said
name of the field?
AT&T.
anti-bank.
That's the name of the field in Arlington, Texas, where the Cowboys play.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Oh, the old one.
What's the name of the new field? Thank you.
I did
I'm
go
really a
in.
football fan.
No, I
Like,
got you.
really.
I got you.
The
You got
Cowboys
me.
might be nice this year, so I'm not even going to talk no shit. I'm really not going to talk.
She hasn't started it
They
already.
might be.
See, what happened was.
Cowboys might be
You
nice
see how
this
it's
year,
getting
so
ready to
I'm
start
not.
off?
I'm not going to talk no shit. They might be nice this year, so I'm not even.
We like that.
It's preseason.
Positivity.
We just had that conversation. It's preseason. We'll see how this goes.
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm not a
What
Skins
football-
fan either, so
She's
it's
not-
not
she's
like
Okay, so that's fair.
Yeah,
So
so I'm not.
what team do you like?
If I'm being 100% honest, I watch a lot of NFL because I'm a very big college football fan.
Okay, I got
so
you.
I watch.
I respect
I'm
that.
not like
To
I just
watch them
keep the
perspire.
Cowboys.
To watch them perspire.
You like football.
I love football.
Okay, so then that's all that matters. I respect her. I respect her opinion.
That's why we get along so well.
Alright.
Oh my
We need to shop
God.
at the. I need to go get my
Alright.
hair look crazy. We need to-
My head look crazy too.
It's okay.
Nah,
It's my
look,
hairline.
she came for him. She came for him and made
Let's
him go
get
sit
it,
in the
funny
corner.
Joey.
It happened. It
You
was
asked
good.
for it.
You asked
All
for it.
right.
So let's get to the nitty gritty of things. You had a
Funny
question.
Joey
So, like,
has
Put up.
a list of questions, and first of all, do you mind me disclosing your orientation?
No.
Oh, can you?
That's always so weird for me. So I guess people want me to say I'm gay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I've always said since I was probably, I don't know, 18, 19 that I was a people person. The
Yes.
people I tend to like are women. But I've had crushes on. I've had
like
crushes
that.
on men. I wouldn't say I dated men. That's probably far, but I definitely had crushes on men when I was younger.
Okay.
I talked to a couple dudes.
Just trying to let you know what you.
No,
dealing
so it's
with.
not a list. This is the only thing, and I do want to ask: are you a Christian? Do you believe in Jesus
Yes,
Christ?
Yes, without question.
So we can definitely go off of that. So no, it's just my big thing in this day and age with everything going on. What happened with the baby 2 weeks with the cancel culture and stuff. There is a fine line. Is a sensitive subject.
Could you delve into the whole thing that happened 2 weeks ago for those who are not aware?
You have something on that, white man?
Something on the
baby.
baby with you know.
So he was very specific. Like he was walking from his tour bus or limo or whatever, and saw a dude giving another dude fellatio or something, and it was something like that. And no, it was just it rubbed people the wrong way, and
was
they
his
want to
comment?
cancel
Was
him.
his comments is what
I don't know verbatim. It was another man sucking the man dude in the parking lot and all that stuff.
It was a rant that he had, and he said some things.
It's snippets. It's snippets.
It was more along the lines of like they're gay, and that's how they have AIDS, and they share AIDS with each other. And he was
Oh, I ain't
he
even
was
getting
off-
deep tech
He was
like that.
off base about what he said.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Then I get it, and that's why I get where you're coming from, and I think more along the lines of like you can't say nothing against the community, because if you have an opinion or say something against them,
Canceled.
you're canceled. You're homo bashing. You're what is it? What is the word? I'm looking for?
Homophobic.
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 And I don't think that's 100% right. I disagree with that. I think
So, no, being totally respectful,
Thank you.
like, no, this is dead honest because I asked a couple people and they were like here and there, because there's so many acronyms and letters. Are you offended? What?
Why are there so many acronyms?
No, hold on.
We're gonna get to that. Hold on. We're gonna let's
Are you offended by me saying the alphabet community? Because they add stuff all the time. No, be 100.
No, she will. Trust.
Listen,
No.
Let me start with this.
I love you,
Okay,
Spence.
let's go.
I love you,
Come on, baby,
Spence.
start with
Already.
it.
Let me start with this. She knows we fam.
That's
I'm
right.
meeting everybody here, but I can already tell we gonna be good. The only person on this universe that I care enough about to lie to is my 93-year-old grandmother. I don't care about nobody here enough to lie. So
I miss my grandmama.
I like
I'ma
that.
just tell you straight, I
Now
don't care.
we talk.
I miss my
Oh
grandmama.
shit!
So
Now let's go.
you already, I'm gonna give it to you straight. Alphabet community, that don't really mean shit to me. If I'm being 100,
Okay.
like she said, there's so many letters. When I was a kid, you was gay, you was straight. You either dated
Period.
a female, a male,
Yeah.
or if you like both genders, you bisexual, whatever. I've heard so many terms.
She's too rough, rugged, and raw.
I heard a term the other day that I shit you not, I thought was a joke. I really thought somebody was playing with me. And the term was identifying people that were interested in other people's intellect. And it was a name for it. It was called it was a name. But it was like, I identify as a insert word. I think it was I cannot remember the
fuck outta
name,
here.
but it was a name, and it was basically like if you said that,
we
you
look
were
that up?
saying I'm attracted to people that are intelligent.
smart.
We just making up shit now. Stop what you're doing.
And that's what I was going to get to.
Well, we get to that.
I was going to get to it. So like I said,
Because the alternative is like, oh well, I'm not that. That means what? I'm attracted to dumb motherfuckers. What the fuck are we talking about? Stop what you're doing. I'm attracted to men or females or both. Whatever. My thing is, what I do in my bedroom behind closed doors don't have nothing to do with you,
Amen.
you, or you.
Amen.
How I like to finish, how I like my business, how I like to da-da-da-da-da, that's for me. I don't need to judge what you do at your house, what you do at your house. I don't think that that's necessary. Now, I don't have a problem
Respect
like
that.
nowadays
Respect.
you're seeing more athletes come out and they're like, I want to address my sexuality. I don't have a problem with that. Because it used to be, you kind of kept it a little hush. You didn't want to get cancel, however you want to call it, or Hollywood actors didn't want to lose out on jobs, so people used to lie about their sexuality.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't have a problem if you were an NFL athlete, you like, I'm the baddest dude on the field, but I also have a boyfriend. Live your life. Live your life. I'm not judging that.
We're here to watch you throw the football.
Hold on, we got a question.
Hey, it's not a question. It's the okay.
God, here it comes.
The term is sapiosexual.
Sapiosexual.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
That one means I
attracted to intelligence.
And I'm a
I've heard that.
so is that the plus? Is that included in the plus?
So the plus, how it's been explained to me, because I've asked people, is like, because I didn't know all the letters myself.
Wow. Damn. Okay.
Here's
Okay.
the- y'all laughing and I'm so serious. That's the crazy part. I'm so serious, y'all. Y'all laughing right now. I'm not playing. I'm really being.
Help me, Jesus.
I didn't know all of them. Some of them were described to me as obviously LGBT.
Correct.
I know all of those. But then it was questioning.
Q?
No, Q was queer. Q was queer.
Oh.
She was queer.
Q was
Okay,
queer. I knew
then
that.
I'm wrong.
So let's get this straight. So it's lesbian,
Gay.
gay,
Bisexual.
No. Transgender.
Transgender.
is the T.
and then
bisexual.
bisexual, and then it's
LGB. It's LGB.
TQ.
So L,
Lesbian, gay,
bisexual,
transgender,
transgender, queer, LGBT.
And it's another one. It's another one.
and then it's like IA, and there's a couple more.
And I was like,
what the fuck, yo?
So look, I was no jokes, and I had a conversation, and that's why I wanted to start this, because I was like, all right,
Go ahead.
I like to fuck trees. I'm a paraphernaliac. Yeah, I like to fuck trees. Don't tell my wife. Is she watching this? Shit, damn, I fucked up. But I was like, yo, add the P to it, yo. And but no, I see. So it's
Fuck, yo, wait a minute.
I'm paraphernaliac. I used to be.
All right, so here's a fair question. Are things have gotten too far? Are we going to keep allowing this to happen? I mean, how do we check this? Because
right.
I like your opinion, and when you're saying that, yo, it's okay because either I'm gay, I'm gay. Let's just simplify it and just say I'm gay. You know what I mean? And then that's that. You're like, okay, whatever you do in your room, that's your business. But do we feel like it's being forced upon us now? Like if you're not okay with seeing it on every TV show and seeing it everywhere and being everything, you know what I mean? It's
How
wrong.
do you feel?
I think that question is that's a tricky one.
This is you. You're not talking for nobody but the Spence.
That one's tricky because I remember being a young person, and recognizing that I felt different than, my homegirls or whatever.
What age?
The first time I had a crush, I didn't know that it was a crush, but put it this way, I was 10 years old,
Okay.
and I was always a kid running around recess, and I remember there was one girl that was, I remember her name, I'm not going to say it, but I remember the girl's name. I was 10.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
5th grade. And I remember being at recess and telling my boy, we was playing football, and me being like, bro, keep throwing me the ball. I was trying to score 600 touchdowns. I was trying to look like the coolest. I was trying to be the coolest motherfucker out there. So.
Okay, so you was okay, but
I'm sorry.
to take
So
it
that
back
was
to
just the start. So here's the thing: is I remember being that young and recognizing. By the time I was like 12, 13, I was like, oh, there's a name for this, but I can't tell anybody. I knew that by the time I was like 12, 13, and there wasn't anything on television at that time. I'm not that old.
Were you looking?
Of course.
Okay.
This was 15 years ago. I remember Will and Grace, where it was lightly discussed that they were gay guys, but like you weren't seeing dudes kiss or hold hands or anything like that. And then there was like the higher end channels like the Showtimes and the HBOs and those types of channels that might have had stuff with gay people.
Okay.
Yeah, real sex. Real sex. No, that's what it was. It was real sex on HBO.
Shit like that, like shows like that were focused around gay people.
Okay.
You only had a little bit of those types of shows back then. Now you have plenty of shows that have
Everything.
gay
Cartoons.
men, gay women.
It doesn't matter. And majority of shows you watch, it's somewhere
It's
in
snuck
there.
in there.
It's snuck in there. You know
So
what
let me ask you a question, because I don't think at a time, and I don't know this has anything to do with me being heterosexual. I don't think that I was ever searching for a me on TV. I don't think so. Do you think that you were searching for that, or no? First of all, do you think you were different? Did you know that you were different? And two, do you think that is the reason why you were searching for Spence on TV?
I knew I was different. 100%.
Did you?
100% knew. Like I said, by 12, 13, I knew there was a name. I knew gay. I knew lesbian. I knew that word, in 02. But I knew I couldn't talk to anybody about it. My family's from Jamaica, 100%.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nobody
In
to talk
my
to.
culture, we literally have songs where we celebrate the killing of gay people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I grew up listening
Yes.
to gay
Good.
music.
Yeah.
I grew in dance hall. You have songs like nowadays.
Daddy Boy.
You have songs that are banned on syndicated radio, nationally banned because they talk about celebrating the killing of gay men. I grew up listening to those songs in my house, so I very much knew
I heard
that
those
it wasn't okay. So it was nice when I remember being like, I think I was old enough to drive, so maybe it was like 16.
Okay.
And I remember stumbling onto a show that a lot of people know now because of Drake, Degrassi. I remember watching Degrassi.
Wheelchair Drake.
Shout out to Drake. I remember watching Degrassi, and they featured one of the high school kids was gay, or was figuring out who they were.
Okay.
And I remember that was the craziest thing in the world, because I was like, holy shit, that's how I feel.
That's me.
That's how I feel. That's crazy. And I remember not feeling as crazy, because if
Someone else.
it seemed normal, and like the questions and all the stuff that they were going through, I was like, that's all shit that I've been saying to myself for years, and now it's on television. You know what I mean? So I remember not feeling as like fucked up about it.
Is that needed now? Like the fluidity of it for cartoons. I saw a Best Buy commercial, and she was like, it was nothing. It was the salesman, and it was a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm buying a laptop for my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Like that wasn't needed.
Well, see because that can go either way. Like,
But if it,
They want. And don't nobody say girlfriend, but black people.
But let me ask you this: if it was a girl, I'm buying a laptop for my husband, you wouldn't have thought anything of it. It would have been a regular commercial, right?
So what's your beef?
So what's the issue that she said she was buying a laptop for her girlfriend or her wife?
Because it's like they're pushing it on us in every angle, and I have no disrespect. My uncle, which was my best friend, everybody said I had ADHD and stuff or whatever, and he was the only one who knew that I just needed to spread my horizon and stuff. You know what I mean? He was straight, died of HIV from his partner and everything. Straight gay guy, and I loved him and everything, and I felt nothing about him. You know, like kids be peculiar, and I saw the little picture, Polaroid pictures and everything. I did, but what I'm telling you, I'm telling you that because I have no bias, but it's just a constant perception and what kids are being encountered with Disney and everything. What you got?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
My question is: so, as like a young person, you knew that your uncle was gay, had a partner. Did that make you think maybe you should kiss boys?
Absolutely not.
Okay. If you are who you are, there ain't nothing on television that's going to make you anybody else. Because as much as the majority of television was straight people, I still knew I was gay.
But hold on. But you said you weren't born. You said 10, and could that be a product of an environment? Because a lot of, and I'm talking about men, they are raised by women and sisters and all like that. So I feel as though they are a product of an environment, and that whole, and like I said, I want to get to the biblical text part of it. But I feel as though when they're encountered with it, like, what made you think or know that you were attracted to women at the age of 10?
I couldn't have told you definitively, like, I couldn't have said a word. I just remember wanting, like I said, there was a girl I had a crush on, and I remember being at recess and being like, bro, throw me the ball. I wanted to score 500 touchdowns. I wanted to do backflips. I wanted to look cool. I remember getting invited to her birthday party. It was at an ice skating rink, and I was trying to do all this cool. I remember busting my ass. I remember busting my ass and running to the bathroom in tears. I was so embarrassed because I wanted to look cool. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't have formulated why.
Put a name on it.
I couldn't have said like, oh, I couldn't have told you all of that. It wasn't until, like I said, 12, 13 that I was like, oh. Because by 12, 13, I had girlfriends that were friends that were females.
Yeah.
That we were going to little school dances or we were going to the movies and they were sneaking in the back kissing boys, and I had no interest. The thought of a boy touching me, and my skin crawled. I was like, And my mom, when I was younger, my mom used to tell me, Corinne, my first name's Corinne. My mom used to be like, Corinne, I was a late bloomer too. All of my girlfriends had little boyfriends at 14, 15. I didn't want nothing to do with boys till I was 18. You gonna get there, don't worry. And I held on to that. And I did have a boyfriend. I did have a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend for years. And that dude, he was knocking at the door and I was like, I can't. That shit in my skin crawled. And there were some ways that I enjoyed his company and we had a great friendship and I could hold hands and kiss and do stuff like that and feel good. But when it came to like that moment, couldn't do it. When it felt like that connection, the way that people could talk about talking with their person and enjoying and that comfortable and that vulnerability, I never felt like I could have that with a man. And I knew that by 18 years old.
You know what's funny? That's how I knew I wasn't gay. That's how I knew I wasn't gay.
All right, so,
because all of that made me feel the same way. There was a girl who was coming at me, and I've always been confused with being gay. People always, I don't know.
You got a strong personality, so people always going to
say
they always think that.
Because if a woman's strong, she must not want a man.
She must not.
Stupid as fuck.
And the girl was talking wild to me, and she was offering me these things, and then
you just knew you couldn't do it. You knew that shit did not make sense.
So hold on. I got one thing. White man being patient over there. So you already said you're a Christian, right?
Yes.
So like my thing, and it's not disrespectful.
Can we pause that first and let him jump in there because I know
go ahead.
Go ahead, white man.
Go ahead, man.
Sorry. You good?
I got my little notes right now.
Yes. Something is going on, white man.
Yeah, it's this. Actually, can I have that microphone?
Oh, can you switch for a second?
Give him that mic.
Just for a second.
Give him that mic. Let's
switch
do that.
back.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
This thing is always acting.
I want to take this. I'm going to go to another way with this.
No problem.
Still in the same thing, but
All right, I view it as this. The main thing is what you were saying, Lil Joey, is why there's so much out there.
Lil Joey.
Is the fact of
Funny Joey.
Funny Joey. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. The main thing is it's about representation.
Okay.
There's just not enough of it. I actually do remember that commercial. I do remember them saying, "It's like, oh, here's my girlfriend." I recently saw another commercial of two guys in the bed together, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's new." And that's how that's how I see it. It's just like because it's about representation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And mind you, it seems forced. It seems, very aggressive in the sense of, it's like, dang, another gay couple. And all that, this is like, that's what we're saying now. But at first, like a couple of years ago, we were seeing a lot of mixed couples. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people were complaining about that.
Right.
Black and white.
Yeah, black and white.
Okay.
Yeah, so again, quote unquote black Twitter will constantly going to complain about something of something new, something that they're constantly seeing and feeling that it's forced, but it's like no, it's a sense of it's about representation, proper representation. Okay, that's all it is.
My first question is, where do I find black Twitter at? Because I keep hearing this shit.
Twitter. You gotta start with Twitter.
I gotta start with Twitter?
Black Twitter.
Yes.
I do.
I want to go straight to black Twitter.
Black Twitter for real would be in an uproar.
So with that being said, and I'm glad that you spoke about at a young age that you were starting to experience.
To help us understand.
And then you have these children, right? And let's talk about your kids being young and transgender. Like I'm a prime example, like Dwayne Wade, and his
Lord have mercy.
and how they are doing that situation. And I feel he's still a young child, you know what I mean? And you're promoting that, you know what I mean? I'm not saying force him to be something he's not, but let's not promote that and take it to the extent that you're taking this right now. You know what I mean?
Do you think that they're right
got the
to
stage.
do so?
That's a tough one. So I don't have any children, so it's so hard to think about I want to be a mother one day. I don't have kids. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's hard for me to understand what it will feel like to love a child. And I talk about this with my mom. I have 2 older brothers. And my mom talks about the ways that she prayed for us. And every year on her birthday, she tells us the story of our birth. And, like, I see the way my mother loves me and my brothers. And it makes me so excited to be a parent. And I feel like you could run me over with a fucking semi. Whatever it is, I would do it for my child. And so when I think about my child coming to me and telling me that they don't want to live in the body they're in, I think I would be fucked up. I don't know that I would go to a doctor and let my kid take any medication. I don't think that I would do that route. Okay. But I think I would have a real conversation with my child. If nothing else, my child's going to be a black woman or a black man. So I at least need to prepare them for the world and how hard it's going to be.
I like that.
As a young black person, I think I would also warn them, if you want to be transgender, if you want to identify as, you know, the other gender, you need to understand this world is going to chew you up and spit you the fuck out. If you think you got the skin for it, I don't think I would stop if my daughter said I want to wear clothes that, you know, whatever. I don't think I would have an issue if that was the route, but I don't think I'm taking my 12, 13-year-old child to a doctor for medicine and things like that. I think when you get to 18, if you telling me that's the route I want to go, if it's life or death, I think I have to.
Hey, no, hold on. Devil's advocate. Devil's advocate. That's
hold on a second. Before we get to devil's advocate, what I'm saying. So now you're speaking of as a daughter. Now you have a son, and I get what you're saying. Not taking him to the doctor, but you know, it can be rough for these kids in school. You know what I mean? And now you're allowing your son to go to school in a dress and wear makeup and stuff like that. Would you promote that? Would you be like, I'm cool? I understand it's your daughter. If your daughter wants to wear clothes, baggy clothes, try to hide her body, I completely get that. But I'm talking about your son here. You know what I mean?
First, it is a double standard. I will start with that. It is a double standard. A girl, and I used to give this example all the time in reference to sexuality. If Kiki goes to a party and has too much to drink and kisses a girl, Kiki just went to a party and had too much to drink. Exactly. If my man goes to a party and gets drunk and kisses a dude, he's gay and always gonna
That was God right there. That was God.
That's it. He's gay and always wanted to have sex with men.
That's
and
it.
he will
I'm
never
sorry.
let that down.
I repent.
That's the reality.
That's the double standard.
A girl, I could wear, and like I'm a girl that people would say identifies as masculine, whatever. I feel fine in short shorts, tank top, whatever. Okay. Or I might be one day a little baggy jeans with a hat and some Yeezys on, whatever I feel. But either way,
she promoting Yeezys.
Yeezus. I do love my Yeezys. I do love my Yeezys. But either way, women have that fluidity. They could, you know,
go back and
men
forth.
don't get that. Men
don't
can't
get, it's
wear
a one-stop shop.
Right. A man goes one direction, that's who he is. So just to say that example, but
is that fair in your opinion?
Nah, I don't think men.
Tank said you could suck 3 dicks before you
hold on. Wait.
Whoa.
Pause. Wait.
Dicks
What?
Is 3 dicks is homosexual activity. Three dicks. Three dicks is a commitment to homosexual activity. And three dicks is gay. That's gay. So no, I don't think men get to suck 3 dicks.
Okay.
I don't think 3. I think
1 is too many.
What Tank said?
Think about it.
What Tank said? What did Tank say?
Tank said that if you can suck up to 3 dicks before you realize.
I don't think that's.
So did Tank suck 3 dicks? He might have sucked 3 dicks already and realized.
I think 1 dick is too much. If you put your dick.
0 dicks is too much.
No. Hey, Tone, if you put a dick in your mouth and nothing bothers you, then by all means. But I'm a woman. Yeah.
A dick in your mouth feels good.
No, so hold on. I don't want to forget what I gotta say.
The first time,
go ahead, Nomi.
I had questions too, and I was like, it's a commitment thing. Like if you put someone's, bruh,
fellatio.
If you suck a dick, you mean to suck a dick. You didn't fall on it. You didn't accidentally. None of that. If you suck a dick and you get up and you're fine, it's homosexual activity, bruh. If you a man,
but
the same thing with me about eating a woman out. I'm not a yeller. The same thing about eating a woman, having a woman eat you. My cousin told me, I'll let anybody eat me out because blah, blah, blah. It doesn't mean that I'm gay if I let a woman. And I told her, I think if I like it, that changes the game for me. So I probably would like it
Women going to know how
You
to
like your
pleasure
pussy. If you
women,
like a- if
though.
you like a dude
It don't
eating
make no
your-
sense.
your pussy, and now a female does it. I mean,
Spence.
what the fuck?
The problem for me
That's
would
the
be
double standard
the
for the
problem
woman.
for me is when you get up and you put your bra on. Like that would be my problem. The problem
What makes
for
you think
me.
she should even take it off?
No, you're going to.
No, what happens if she don't take it off? Like,
No. The problem, like,
Oh,
I would absolutely snap.
She said the problem for me is when she.
And then you say, "Hey, Kiki," and that woman, that
Jill
high
Dilla,
octave, bruh, just
Jill Dilla
But
said,
you
if
knew
you
that
think
was
about it,
wrong.
you gay.
Boys,
But you
everybody
knew that.
don't sound like you,
My
bruh.
voice, unfortunately, is deep.
Mine
Okay,
is too,
so-
but
so-
everybody
but-
doesn't sound like
But
us.
Kiki, prior to getting into that, you're gonna hear her voice. You're gonna have conversation with her, so you're gonna know. Unless it's one of them drunk nights where you were drunk and then
That can't
shit
be an
happened.
excuse.
Go ahead, Spence. Go ahead.
If Kiki, again, back to the same example from
Yes.
before. If Kiki's at the party and drinks too much and wakes up in the morning and was like, oh, damn, I really let that bitch in my pussy. Wow. And goes home, Kiki's still straight.
Yes.
If Tank is out here waking up like, damn, I sucked that nigga's dick. He's gay. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yes,
What are we
yes.
talking about?
Forever.
Make it make sense. You
Forever.
tell me one of your boys can come to you
Nah.
like, hey, dog, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Hold on, I got two questions.
Nigga, Casamigos
We not
got
boys
me.
no more.
The Casamigos got me. I don't
No,
know what the
nigga,
fuck. Yo,
we not boys
I got
no
my dick
more.
sucked by Tyrell last night.
Nah, nigga, we not boys no more if you do that. We not boys no more.
I mean-
Nah, nigga, because now you whole gay and I don't know what your intentions are. You let a nigga
Well,
hold
you can't
nigga
carry him like that.
I'm gonna carry him like that.
I mean, you could do whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you want to do. So let me
Yeah.
recant. You could do whatever the fuck you want, but let's not assume every gay nigga trying to fuck every nigga. Let's not go
Okay,
that
that's
route.
fair. That's fair, but that's
I
my
like
man.
that.
Because
I like
everybody
that.
be
So
assuming
hold on.
if
So
it's a
you're
gay nigga,
right.
he must want to fuck
No,
every
no,
nigga.
no, no.
Every
Sure.
chick think you want to
What
fuck them
I'm
when they.
saying-
It's mad bitches that couldn't pay me to touch them. Let's not sit here
Okay,
and
and that's fair. but
Period.
Here's what I'm
Whoa.
saying. Your
Wait
man,
Never.
yo,
Wait
Joey,
left.
hold on. Your man
Y'all
comes
don't
to you
know
and says,
Spence.
"Hey, yo, last night, man, this mother, I was fucked up, and I let a nigga suck my dick." How are you gonna look at him and move from? How is your dynamics of your relationship gonna move with him forward? Are they gonna change, or they still gonna be the
I
same?
ain't gonna pee in front of him. It's gonna be the same. I ain't gonna pee in front of him. Be agitated. I'm like, yo, what is going on right there?
Nigga,
There go God again.
you can't be like, oh, let me get a sip of your drink. Nah, nigga,
Yeah,
you got
I
dicks
like-
on your lips.
I
dog.
like
Nah.
all gay people as long as they don't try to fuck me. Like I like
Yes.
you until you try to fuck me. No,
I
no,
respect-
no, no, you- no, no,
respect-
no. Let me rephrase that. You can try, but once I tell you that I'm straight and I don't really go that way, then don't. From that point on, we're never gonna have this conversation again. If you try that again, then it turns into something else.
Okay.
It turns into something else.
Okay.
All right, so look, right.
Today.
So it's two things I want to talk to Spence about. The first one is, damn,
Come on, cause we got 20.
I know, 20 minutes.
Okay.
20 minutes exactly.
Yeah.
But no, like,
Damn, yeah.
so the first, look, hold on, let me look
Come
at my
on,
notes.
what's your
Hold
notes,
on.
bro?
So, like, you say you Christian
Thank you,
and
baby.
stuff, right?
Uh-oh.
Adam and
I'll go to
Eve was a thing, right? It wasn't Adam and Steve, right?
She the right one.
So, like, if you a Christian and it's just like to procreate, God said He want people to be fruitful, want to plant the seed. And you know, if you had no offense to you, but if you have a son and daughter, you have to do that the godly way, so to speak. You know what I mean? The traditional way, or
What
whatever.
does she have to do the
So
traditional way? Hold on. What do you mean?
She gonna have to
procreate the traditional way,
meaning.
No, what-
meaning
She gonna have to have sex with a guy.
or her spouse have to be inseminated by a
man.
male.
There's no other way to have. There's no other way to have a
secretions,
fucking
yeah.
baby. Yeah,
You know what I mean? And then the other thing, because I had a question, but it was too long and I forgot. But the other question is, after that, with like it's just you being a Christian woman, why do gay and lesbian people like? So if you are lesbian, whether it's you or your spouse, they have to be manly, or whether it's the no, hear me out.
I hear you.
Or whether it's the woman, I mean the man, they gotta be feminine and stuff. If I'm gay, you hear me? If I'm gay,
You want that
I
nigga.
want that nigga. I don't say nigga that much. I want
You don't say nigga.
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Sweats. Arms.
all that. Or if I'm a
Ass.
female,
dick.
don't do that. Or if I'm a female, oh, they saying Rihanna is a man. Is that what they saying?
Just stay focused.
Come on, stay focused. Come on, get your-
Or if I'm a woman, I want Beyonce.
We understand.
I
You
don't
understand
want
this question, right?
What's
You don't want a butch person. You want a woman that is feminine. Blah blah
Talk to
blah.
me. Talk to me.
So
Talk to me.
you're
Okay,
You
so I think
understand
what
his
he's trying to,
question?
here's what he's trying to get
What's
at.
the first one?
I think the second part of the question
get
is
the
like,
first
yo,
one?
I understand that you're gay and that you're a female and you
Why
like females.
do you pick-
Why are you picking a woman that resembles a man and has the characteristics of a man and not be with a man? You get what I'm saying?
I do, and it's a question I get all the time.
Talk.
So what side are you on? Are you the dom or the femme?
I'm not a huge fan of those words,
Terms,
but for
yeah,
the
yeah,
sake
yeah.
of the conversation,
For the sake of the conversation.
that's men. So that wouldn't.
You're just you. So for the sake of conversation, you're you. But
No. I want her to identify.
I get what you're saying.
You
so
a-
for
you
the
a
sake
dom.
of conversation, I would be the dominant or
Yes.
masculine one,
Yes.
or however you want to word
Yes.
it. My girl would be the. Put it this way: we're going to a wedding. We got a formal wedding this weekend.
You
My
do.
tux just came. My girl has a dress.
Okay.
So for the sake of conversation, you could understand.
I get your
Right.
dynamic. I see
So
what
I'm
you're
the
saying.
more
Yeah.
dominant one, whatever you want to
Correct.
call it.
Okay.
I've always felt very good being strong. I've always been an athlete. I just came from the gym before I came here. Was lifting.
Spanking ass.
I do smell. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yes, it's not. It's an aroma.
She
It's
smelled
not
herself.
good. But so I've always liked to be strong. I've
Right.
always when I cut my hair, I
We're
had long
learning
hair down
that.
my back. I had straight hair down my back like a lid till I was 25. And when I was turning 25, I was like, I'm cutting it off. And I cut it off, and then when I first cut it, it was like a cute little pixie cut, but it still wasn't me. And I was like, I want to go to the barbershop. And I went to a barbershop and got in a fade, and looked in the mirror and was like, this is me.
Facts.
And I never felt like I was a man. I never felt like I was in the wrong body. I love my body. Periods are the worst, but it is what it is. I'm a woman through and through. I wouldn't change it for anything. I love being a black woman. Period. Full stop.
Okay.
But I feel good. For me, I feel sexy in it too. I feel good. Like, one of my best friends got married. I was in her wedding, and at first there was a little back and forth as to whether her husband-to-be was going to allow me to wear a suit. And so we had to go do the dress fitting. And I was sick to my fucking stomach.
But did you do it? Did you do it for the
I
sake?
did try on the dress, and I came out, and I got a voluptuous little cute
Got
little
little,
body.
you see these
Talk to me.
This
Yeah.
is here. I got cute
Okay.
little- I just did legs
Okay,
today. I got cute
okay,
little
okay.
shit. You don't want to. Men still be saying what's up to me.
Yup.
They gon' fuck. They gon' fuck.
Yup.
Listen, men don't give a fuck about the shaved head. They be
No.
like, "Girl, what's good?"
They want to turn you in.
Yo, that's-
that's gay, yo.
Pussy is
That's
pussy.
gay.
How's that
But-
gay?
I'm
How is that
sorry.
gay?
No, I'm not trying.
Dudes do say that all the time.
Dudes,
It's
They
always
wanna
fucking
turn
dumb
you.
women. That
It's
shit
mad
gay,
dudes that
bro.
do that shit.
That shit gay, yo.
It's
Nigga,
mad
it's the.
dude. I'm still a woman though. Let's not.
She's still a woman.
I'm a whole woman.
She like, come get this pussy, nigga.
No, she's not
I
gonna
wouldn't
say
say no
that.
shit like that.
But she, at the end of the day, she's still a woman. And so hold on. That's like these niggas fucking these ugly bitches. Hold on, pause. Let's talk about
No,
that.
it's just ugly. It's
So they
ugly.
gonna fuck, a nigga gonna fuck anything. So what is
Pussy
any
is
difference of
pussy.
him coming at her and she's got this voluptuous body? She's still a woman. She just, you know what I mean, has her hair cut like you, nigga.
Talk your talk.
And don't. Yeah, we can hear you. Stay
I
right
got a
there.
friend. Matter of fact, I got two male friends who have both been, who are approached by doms all the time, and they say yes, but there's something about the real thing that they like. However, they didn't want the relationship with this, that, and other. But there is something about that real thing, and
They still want to be fucked like.
Hey.
Okay.
So,
But
you know
that
what she's
doesn't apply-
saying?
That doesn't apply to her.
Two of my friends have
They-
said it to me recently, and actually, when the second one said it to me, I called the first one and had him talking because I thought it was a joke.
Odd.
The first time.
That was odd.
So with that, why do you have foreign objects in the bedroom?
Because some girls prefer penetration. But you have to remember, there's a lot of women that aren't going to come off of penetration. A lot. A whole lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
Is that you, Kiki?
I'm not.
Damn,
Is that you,
really?
Kiki?
You got you.
That was 9 dicks,
Like, nigga,
motherfucker.
I'm trying to understand
That was
something.
9 dicks.
I'm
What the
not
fuck
going
you
on no
doing?
straight men, but all of my straight homeboys that have a high level of confidence that can talk to me for real. I have plenty of straight homeboys that will be like,
Yes.
bro, I'm tearing my girl back in half and she's not coming. I'm like, you need to kiss on that motherfucker, and here's how you need to do it. I
So, hey, hold up. You cannot. I keep on bleating.
Say it.
I keep on bleating. I'm sorry, pause. But no, you cannot fault a dude for not being, because women accept that stuff. Women accept them 3 to 5 minute dudes and lick on everything but the clit and stuff. Women accept that or whatever. But what women like don't mean they're gay. I mean lesbian. I'm sorry.
Wait. Say
Was
it
that
again.
what it is?
I'm confused. I'm confused. We all confused about that.
confused.
Say it again.
Straighten up.
Y'all saying that women know how to touch the spot, this, that, and the third.
They do. She's a woman.
If you don't teach your man how to satisfy you, and a woman can obviously, because they know their body can satisfy them better, don't mean they gay.
No one's saying that.
I'm not saying that. What I find with a lot of, I'm in a sorority. I got a ton of sorority sisters, and I've had those conversations. A lot of them, whether they're husbands, boyfriends, whoever, it's like when they try to have that conversation to explain the ways that they want to be satisfied. What I've heard from a lot of women is like, a man don't want to be told because he's big bad man and he know what you
Those
body
are
needs,
facts.
he know
Those are
what to
facts.
give to you. A lot of
Whoa,
men don't want to hear that they don't just know how to please a woman. It takes a certain type of man to be like, girl, tell me what you want, I'm gonna do it. A lot of men,
and most men do not.
I know what to. A lot of men don't want to hear that they naturally.
We got 11 minutes.
I'm an avid back tapper, right?
What does that mean?
I'm an avid back tapper. I'm gonna tell you what that means.
I'm old fashioned.
If you do not do, like, for real, my girl know what time it is. She know what feels good off break. And I will give you a few minutes to try to figure it out. Because I'm going to tell you something.
You say your girl.
No, my girl.
No, she's talking about pussy. Goddamn it. Let's keep it.
So look.
Keep up now. Keep up now.
I'm going to give you a small analogy. I'm going to step away and come back. Yesterday, my daughter came over with my grandson. Love him. Hey. So I watched her breastfeed, right? It took him a few minutes to try to figure the shit out. He was like, he was hungry, right? He was like, you already know, Funny Joy, because your daughter probably do that. Look, mouth be wide open. He know he wants it, but he trying to figure this shit out. So it took him 5 minutes, but she was like, no, that's not right, son. So she had to reposition him for the suction to be proper, right?
Facts.
You got 5 minutes to figure out how to make my girl respond. If not, this ain't for you. And I'm a tap a man and tell him, no, baby, you don't got to. Because for real, I feel like while it's different, it's all the same. The clit is, if you got one, that is what it is. If some people like the difference between soft sucking and hard sucking, that's a difference, right? But you got 5 minutes to figure that shit out. And if you don't figure it out, you don't figure it out. So, and I'm not mad at a man. A man is mad at me.
Whoa.
Nah, it's just a storm.
I'm not mad
That's
at
God
a man.
talking.
A man is mad at me. They're forever mad at me.
So is it fair to say that, we don't know everything? You know what I mean? We don't know everything.
You're fucking stupid, by the way.
You know.
Wow. That was sexist. That was sexist.
No, it's not. It's fair. It's fair. You're stupid because you don't know everybody. But as a man, and you're engaging a woman, or even a woman engaging another woman, if you're watching her body language is going to tell you if you're doing it correctly.
And if you can,
they do though, and that's the bad.
Why?
That's
why. How, Sway? How?
It's levels. Some women don't want to embarrass a dude. Some women are scared. Some women during
that.
a sexual interaction are fearful to say, I'm out. It's levels.
Okay, but is it fair?
And they don't want to concede. Because if you're not getting what you...
Is that fair to say with a woman too? Because we're just talking about a man here, but also with a woman, can it be the same levels?
No problem. Shorty, what you want, I'm gonna give it to you.
So you're communicating.
You're communicating. No problem. What I find with a lot of men is men don't want to have that conversation. I find that men feel a certain level of like, I'm a man, I'm supposed to know how to take care of women, and they don't want to hear.
Do I have that issue? I talk. I communicate.
This your wife?
Yeah, that's my wife.
So I feel
that's
like
his wife.
Hey,
Tasha.
You feel like a very honest man to me. Yeah. So I feel like if your wife were to tell you like, hey, last night was fun, but if you do I'm gonna get there quicker. I feel like you really have to be like, girl, then I'm gonna do what you want.
Fuck yeah.
But there's a lot of men that don't want to fucking do that.
Who can't take that?
You know why?
It's offensive. Because
not take it. No, take it.
I'm the man. I know what women like.
Right.
You got something to say?
And it's offensive.
But it's not. It's okay. So you're offending yourself because you're making yourself look like a jackass.
Absolutely. When I tap you on the back and now you fucking mad, but to me, you're not reading the room, sir.
That was
specific. And then men be like, oh, well, her shit was whack anyways. I ain't even want it for real. I wouldn't eat hard and leave out. It's like, bro, if you would have just taken the advice, you probably be knocking the joint out the park.
Yo,
but
so if you
a lot of men
if you ask these questions and you applying what she told you to apply, nigga, you're gonna get that call back.
Facts.
You're gonna get that extra, and it can get extra nasty for you because now, yo, nigga, you're teachable because sometimes we can't go into this situation thinking that we know everything because every woman is different.
Most times
and also, hold on, every woman is different. So what you did with this woman may not work on that woman.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And women, the same shit goes. Hold on, the same shit goes for you women with men. Because the shit you did to this nigga may not work for that.
Talk to me.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So fellas, you need to communicate what you like and how you want it done. If she's not doing it right, just because it's a smash.
Do the man give a fuck?
Nigga.
Do the man give a fuck?
Some niggas don't give a fuck. And if it's just a fuck, they don't give a fuck. But if it's something else, you're gonna give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I give a fuck. I'm at the age I give a fuck. I know what I like. I know what I want. And if you can't give me what I want, I'm going to be upset behind that shit. And I'm not going to be turned on or I'm not going to be inclined to keep fucking because I'm like, yo, this is boring. This is not what I want.
to ask Spence a question. Spence.
Go ahead, Spence.
Because this is a thing where some people...
We got 7 minutes.
And be very, very honest, right? There are people who say that there are some gay men who go to straight men. I honestly feel like if you could turn a straight man, he was never straight.
I agree.
What's your opinion on that?
That's a tough one.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna send it to you.
That's a tough one.
She can't speak for the man.
She can't.
Go ahead.
It's hard.
Go ahead.
I do think women get an easier pass to explore, or path, not pass. I'm sorry. Women get an easier path to explore their sexuality. I think it gets to be more fluid with women. I can't tell you the amount of women that I've been with that were straight. Not only fucked, but dated. They're married to men right now.
Talk to us, sister. Yeah.
For a long ass time.
So
was my whole girlfriend.
So is it fair to say they were like bisexual?
Talk to me.
I mean, I can't put sexuality on somebody else. Straight women I done been with a lot.
Exactly.
Women get that room to play and question.
Exactly.
Men don't get it, and especially black men don't get it. Especially.
Oh hell no.
Now,
yo, black men count.
Times are changing. I was working out recently with one of my homegirls.
Talk
She's a little
to
bit older than me. Black woman. She's like 36, 38.
Okay.
And
that's my age.
out. We was having a conversation, and she, she's dating, she's young, she got a good career, pretty girl, got her house, got her life, a catch to anybody. She was saying how a dude had approached her, had a little conversation, and in the conversation, they got to the fact where he admitted he had some interactions with men when he was younger.
Pause.
And that wasn't the man he was anymore. He had the experience, he was done, and he knew the man that he wanted to be moving forward. Wife, kids, that was the life he wanted. And I was like, what did you do? And she's like, Spence, I'm telling you right now, if 5 years ago that man approached me, I would have been like, dick in the booty ass nigga, and left. She was like, I still gave homie my number. We went out for coffee the next week. She was like, I'm far more open to have conversations than I ever would have been. White men get to explore their sexuality however they want.
European men.
Judges them.
European men. Say European men.
European men get to explore their sexuality however they want, and there's no stigma, especially with this young generation, this generation Z or Q or whatever the kids that were born in like 2000.
Is it X or Z?
They get to do anything.
Millennium.
No.
I'm a millennium.
She's a millennium. It's past
younger than
that.
that. I'm talking about I remember Y2K. I'm talking about the kids that don't know Y2K. I'm talking about
Z.
They get the Europeans in that group. They get to explore anything. Black men don't get that. They don't get to ask any questions. If they ask any questions, they're gay.
And hence they're afraid, which is why the DL
which is why dudes get listen, I know I was working overtime the other night with a girl that used to be a corrections officer. And when Shorty started talking, we were actively working overtime.
Okay.
And Shorty's recognizing dudes that used to be up the road, used to be cracking out ABC and D. Busting them down. And now they home, jeans off their ass, chilling with Shorty and trans and all that. And they was up the road knocking them old boys down.
So now, I'm going to speak on that
because
I was locked up and I seen niggas like that. I seen niggas like that
come
doing
home
that
and
shit.
they act like
Niggas
shit
had the
sweet.
Kool-Aid on their lips and all that good shit. And when we got back around the way, What up, my nigga? Nah,
We're not going for that
pause.
because we know what you
Nah,
was
I
doing
know
up
what
the
the fuck you was
road.
doing, and a lot of niggas was upset with me.
Hey,
'cause I was
3
exposing
minutes.
them.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Oh my God! All right, so this show has been really. It's been.
Oh
it's been-
my God!
It's flew by so
Spence,
fast.
Have you
I
come back?
appreciate
Yo,
the
Spence,
fuck out of
I
you,
definitely
girl.
want you to come back to the show.
gotta have you
Your
come
energy
back.
was bananas.
Bananas.
I
Yo,
will be on time.
Bananas.
I will be
Be
on
on
time.
time.
London, I got a bone to pick with you.
London, where the fuck you at, girl?
London is my little
Okay.
homie. I ain't seen her in a
She was
grip.
supposed to
Okay,
be
so
here.
look.
Bring your ass.
So look, we can run
Hey,
this show
but
back.
I want a man too. I want a man that was with man. No bullshit.
We need to get
we gonna-
back
we
because
gonna-
we never touched on your questions about the Christianity because I was ready. Because I
Okay,
knew
no,
you
hey.
had some good
All right, so
questions.
here's what we're
No,
gonna
no.
I
do.
want to hear
Can
it.
we
Spence,
schedule
Spence, I love
something
you. I
out
love you.
And
Facts.
let's say
No.
Are we doing aftermath?
Are you? No, we
we can't. It's raining
It's raining
outside.
outside.
Not- yeah.
Your availability next week.
Let me know. I'm here.
Your availability
I gotta
next
ask my
week.
wife.
Monday again?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's
So-
Monday at 5:30.
Part two. 5:30.
Part
Go ahead and put it on the
2. Part 2.
calendar.
Unfortunately, we can't do an
I will
aftermath,
forget.
y'all, because
It's
it's raining
raining
outside,
outside.
and it's really thundering, storming bad outside, so
Can
we
we?
can't do
Can
the
you?
aftermath.
Can you get with Flufflo and find out if you can come
If
back
you
next
can't
week?
do it on Monday,
I hope him.
if you can't, let us know because then we can work something out. And because this was a dope show, you know
No,
what I mean?
we
And
we gotta run it back.
We didn't get back. We didn't get to touch on some of
The
the.
You asked some
essence.
questions that I wanted to hear because I have a feeling they
I'll have him. Let's do it next week. I have him.
If you could do it next week, let's do it next
I'm
week.
leaving.
Hey, is
I'm
London
going
a
to-
Christian woman?
Yeah, that's my daughter. Yes, she
Yes.
is.
Sir, you're not going to be here next
Fuck.
Oh, you out of town?
Okay, the week
Yeah,
after.
No.
because well, you still could do it, but I won't be here because I'll be coming back from.
So
New
I will
Orleans.
be in studio
be in
next
New
week.
Orleans.
If you guys can do it,
So-
I'll be in studio. Let me know.
If
What
you
is our-
can
what
do
time
it-
is our
if you
flight
can
back?
do it next week.
I'm gonna try. I think I
Okay,
can.
so then I can-
I'm that wedding that I have to go to is in New York on Sunday, but I'm gonna come back Monday.
I mean, you and I will reconvene.
Hey,
Look,
wrap
this
it
is-
up, B.
This has been a hell of a show. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wrap it
They
up,
said no-
B.
everybody said no liquor
Thank you,
next show.
thank
No
you.
liquor
No
next
liquor.
show.
No, it's
No liquor.
So look, yo, this has been
It's
real
always
talk
liquor.
Uncensored. I want to thank my guests. I want to thank.
We
Funny
got
Chloe.
15
I wanna thank
seconds.
Shay, is it Shay?
Spence.
I want to thank Spence for coming out. I like her fucking energy. I love her.
Yo, I
told
love
you
it.
you would.
I love
I
it.
love her
I
energy.
love you.
So I
I
want
love
to
you.
thank
You
y'all for
wanna thank
coming
me?
out and doing this.
You want to thank me?
You know what I mean? Kiki, I always thank you, boo.
She ain't sweat no more.
I'm not.
Yo, you was
Cool.
with, like
The
all
Tiki,
up
bro,
in
the
here.
Tiki
Then.
show was crazy.
Real shit. You know what I mean? This is Real Talk Uncensored. I'm Tone.
I'm Kiki. We out.
And
See
we
y'all
out.
next week.
See y'all next week.
Love
Peace.
y'all. Peace.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
We are Ripped Radio Network.